Happy Friday! It's always a good day as a dad who works full-time when Friday hits. I always see marketers make those posts. If you're living for the weekend, bro, heck, I'm living for the weekend. I can't wait for the weekend. I can't wait to be able to spend time with my family on my own terms and experience that freedom that I'm working so hard to build with my online business. And that's really what it comes down to, guys. Like, online marketing, there's just something powerful for it, especially for people like me that I just don't have many skills. I don't have a fancy piece of paper. So therefore, getting a high-paying job that might actually build a form of freedom just isn't gonna happen. That's just how it is. And that's okay, because I have found my passion in online marketing. It is such a fun thing because there's so many different ways to do marketing. There's so many different avenues. There's so many people to meet. There's so many people to help. There's so many people to learn from. There's just something magical about it. And I made a post about it the other day about, I've thought about leaving, but then I feel like I'm losing my complete purpose, my community, my drive, my passion. So that being said, I'm going to discuss with you guys the marketing way that kind of got buried. And that, my friend, but with that being said, blogging, just hear me out. I have nothing to sell here. Originally, when I started blogging, I used a platform, and then I realized how silly it was, because you could actually host your own WordPress site on a server for 10% of what this platform was charging. But anyways, why is blogging something that was buried, and why does it need to be brought back? Well, blogging, in a way, was like the marketing style back in the day. When I started marketing over 10 years ago, blogging was how we did it. Blogging was life. It was how we drove traffic, built communities, built tribes, built income. But over time, blogging has slowly died out because the age of social media came along, where everyone's just doing Facebook marketing, right? So I just want to share with you guys why I love blogging, because it might be something that resonates with you, and it might be something that maybe you should consider adding to your portfolio of marketing. And I love marketing because I could just talk and be myself. You could blog about anything, and that blog post will be seen by hundreds of people. But not only that, is it sells people at the same time. And I think that's something where Facebook just doesn't have it. Facebook, we have, Ruben, I actually just use Namecheap, and I got their easy platform. And it's like, I think $13 a month or something like that. I was using Wealthy Affiliate. Now, Wealthy Affiliate, it has a lot of cool bells and whistles, but if you're just, I don't know, it wasn't worth the $100 a month price tag for me, which doesn't mean it wouldn't be something worth it for you. But for me, I'm not trying to overspend on something. I hate buying any product that feels overpriced. So something cool that happens with blogging is, let's say, just talk about my day. If you go to markdaytononline.com, this is where my blog is hosted. I have a post, and I'm just talking about the other day how my car was overheating and all of that, right? Well, throughout that blog post, I'm able to have banners, I'm able to have links, I'm able to have these little call to actions all throughout it that will drive people to click it, enter their information. Now I have a new lead, and eventually buy a product from me. And that's the goal of marketing, is getting people to click buttons and pull out their wallets, right? Obviously, it's more than that, but blogging allows that. And something I'm doing with blogging is videos. So I'm gonna lay it out for you guys exactly what I do. I shoot a video. I'm trying to do storytelling a lot more, because storytelling is what really matters. I'm still learning stuff, right? So I do a video. I post it up on YouTube, and then I take that video and I post it on my blog, and I write a blog article about it. Now, people who don't like AI, close your ears for a minute. If you use Gemini, which I've been falling in love with, if you use Gemini, it'll actually scan your entire video and lay out a really good structure for the blog post. So you can take any video and turn it into a blog post and it not seem weird. Plus, guys, this is my own content, so I don't care. I'm allowed to do that. So I take my video, put it on my blog, I tell Gemini to write a blog article about it, and it does a great job. It takes timestamps, and it makes it like a clickable link in my blog, which is beautiful. I ramble. So then I have that, and then I interject little call to actions, I interject banner, and then what I do is I take that blog post URL, I put it in the description of my video. So now it's actually like tracking, or it's putting more traffic to my YouTube videos, and my YouTube video is putting more traffic to my blog, and it just builds up. But then here's the real beauty. If you're building an email list, there's something so much more powerful when you could just tell your email in a newsletter. You could tell them, hey, you basically give them a summary of your blog post that you just put up. And then the whole goal of that email is to drive them to your blog. You don't even have to sell in your emails anymore because you're blogging. Because now it's just like, hey, I was driving the other day, my car overheated, it was crazy, blah. Then you get their curiosity, be like, you have to see what happens next. I wrote it all in my blog. And then you put your link to your blog post. No selling, people will start opening your emails more and they'll start checking it out. They click your blog link to read it. And now they're seeing your video at the top if you do video. And then they're seeing the blog post, but they're seeing the banners on the side. They're seeing little call to actions. Guys, it's like a whole traffic machine. Even if you're not ranking your blog post yet, but you're still getting traffic to it, guys, this is it. Because if you send them to a Facebook video post, guess what? You're not going to have links and banners going throughout your Facebook posts. Therefore, it's you're wasting your energy by pointing them to that. And I would almost say pointing them directly to YouTube is also a bad idea, because not everyone's going to click, read the description, and then they'll find your link so they could get more information, right? But if you put that video on a blog post, send the summary out, something that gets their attention, and you send them to your blog post and your emails, well, now they're going to see the video, they're going to see the banners, they're going to see the links, and also you're building authority like nothing else. Everybody has a Facebook. Not everyone is blogging, right? So just by you having a blog and you're sending traffic to your blog instead of dead content on Facebook, you're building authority, you're building trust, you're building relationships. And I'm guessing it kind of died out because of social media. And now with search engines, people usually just use the AI. I personally I use DuckDuckGo because I like to pretend like I have privacy, right? And they'll give you at the very top explanation using AI of what you're searching. And it's awesome. So I barely scroll. But when it comes to building a business and trust and authority, when you're on Facebook, send them to your blog. YouTube, send them to your blog. Your email list, send them to your blog, because your blog is the machine that's going to build relationships and sell them your products. And this allows you to, like Ruben said, evergreen content, because now someone will go to my blog and they can start clicking around and find stuff that interests them, and it'll just be there forever, driving traffic for years and years. Where Facebook, you post once and you have to post again in the next few hours because people already forgot what you post. It's gone. The algorithm ate it up and chewed it up and spit it out. So where was I going with that? Anyways, send them to your blog and let the blog do the work for you. It sucks that it died out, but when it comes to building trust and authority, blogging is the way. So if you want to know how to blog, I have nothing to sell you here. I did at first, but I just couldn't. My integrity couldn't allow myself to sell a $100 blogging platform. It's a great platform though. And if you're really looking for the nuts and bolts and all the bells and whistles, go for it. But you could actually go, I use Namecheap for my hosting and my domains. You could get a WordPress going. I think the lowest is $9.99 a month. The part that's going to take you the longest is just designing it. After you design it, I literally have a phone app called Jetpack, and I'm able to blog right from my phone, which is awesome because I do 99.9% of my marketing all from my phone anyways. I don't like getting on my computer. I feel like it takes attention away. I could sit next to my wife and do marketing real quick and feel fine, but if I open up that laptop, it almost puts a wall up. Now, I'm a family man, and my wife busts her butt all day, so I don't like sitting on my computer. So all that to say is go to your hosting, go to Namecheap, buy a domain, set up the blog. Once you design it, start posting or start putting up blogs, posting it. As a matter of fact, most of my Facebook marketing is going to be geared towards driving people to my latest blog post. And I'm experimenting with that. So I don't have everything perfect yet, but my goal is to have my main content for the day on my blog and then just drive traffic to it some way. I'm learning that posting the direct link doesn't seem to do much, so I'm experimenting with different ways to post my blog posts. And System.io has a blog. So System.io has a lot of cool stuff, I would look into just getting WordPress though, because it's more designed for blogging and there's a lot of interconnections that are involved that WordPress allows, and backlinking. And I would go with WordPress because even my funnel builder through HBA, we could also build a blog on it, but it's not the same as using the WordPress form of blogging. Just my recommendations. I'm nobody's boss and I'm not the final authority on anything in the marketing world, as no one should be. So try it out, but I really think you should go with self-hosted $10 a month Namecheap WordPress site. But I do all my marketing from my phone, so being able to blog from my phone is awesome. And I'm bringing back an old slogan for us people who knew Empower Network. Blog daily, tell others, and get paid. And that's the goal. Anyways, guys, if you have questions about blogging, just hit me up. But as always, guys, stay blessed.